Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon.
So okay. So yesterday's class we discussed about continuity and differentiability, isn't it? We are solving the problems based on continuity. When will you say a function is continuous? When will you say a function is continuous? Yes. Emmanuel, tell me. When will you say a function is continuous?
When right hand limit and left hand limit is equal.
Right hand limit is equal to left hand limit is equal to value of the function. If the right hand limit is equal to left hand limit is equal to value of the function, then we say that function is continuous. Otherwise, it is not continuous. So now look at this, children. Okay. Day before yesterday, we discussed about the graph, identity functions. Identity function and all, we will be getting a straight line, isn't it? Identity function means you'll be getting a straight line. Constant function means it is straight line. So if you are drawing straight lines, we can draw the line, isn't it? We can draw the line without lifting the pen. So keep it in mind, every identity function is continuous. We are able to draw the curve without lifting the pen. So we can say every identity function is continuous. Write down in your notebook, children. Write this as note. Whenever we write this note, that should give more importance to that, because 1 mark questions and all will be asked from this note. Note. Okay, put it very important. Mark it as very important. Okay, every identity function is continuous, because we know that the graph of an identity function is straight line. The same way, every constant function is continuous. Every constant function is continuous. Next is every polynomial. Every polynomial is continuous. Every polynomial is continuous. Next one. Every rational function is continuous. What is meant by rational function? Every rational function. Yes, that one we discussed. Rational function. Rational means, what about rational numbers? Yes, Punya. Rational numbers means numbers of the form P by Q, isn't it? So rational functions means numbers of the form P by X by P of X by Q of X. P of X by Q of X. P of X by functions of the form not equal to 0. If Q of X not equal to 0. See, children, can you see the screen? Here. So every rational function is continuous. Similarly, all the trigonometric functions are continuous in their domain. All the trigonometric functions are continuous in their domain. All the trigonometric functions are continuous. All the trigonometric functions are continuous. If you take sin x, it is continuous. If you take cos x, it is continuous. See, all the trigonometric functions are continuous. Okay. So every identity function is continuous, every constant function is continuous, the polynomial function is continuous, every rational function is continuous, and all trigonometric functions are continuous in their domain. Okay, we know the domain, principal value region. We're learning about the domains there. So it is continuous in their domain. Okay.
Ma'am,
Mm.
ma'am, I
Yes,
didn't finish.
didn't finish. Who is
Ma'am, Shivani.
Shivani? Okay. Okay, once again, I'll share it. Check. Others? Copy? Okay,
Ma'am, finished.
finished. Okay. Write the next heading, children. Algebra of continuous functions. Algebra of continuous functions. Algebra of continuous functions. Under that, first one, algebra of continuous functions. Okay, suppose f and g are continuous. Okay, suppose we have two continuous functions. F is continuous, g is continuous. So when we add the functions, when we add the two continuous functions, it will be again continuous. So if f and g are continuous, f plus g is continuous. F minus g is also continuous. If f and g are continuous, f plus g is continuous, f minus g is continuous, f into g is continuous. We can take the product. So product of two continuous functions, here again we will get it as continuous. Similarly, some constant into function is continuous. For example, okay, suppose f of x is equal to x square plus 1. We know that x square plus 1 is a polynomial, isn't it? X square plus 1 is a polynomial. So f of x is continuous. Therefore, f of x is continuous. We have one theorem that every polynomial is continuous. So x square plus 1 is a polynomial. Therefore, f of x is continuous. If you multiply a continuous function by a constant, suppose I find out 5 into f of x. So that is 5x square plus 5. When you multiply a function by another constant, we'll be getting another polynomial. So which is again a constant. Okay, which is again a 5 into f of x is 5 is the constant. When we multiply f of x, we get 5 into x square plus 5, which is a polynomial. Therefore, it is continuous. So if f is continuous, f plus g is continuous. If f and g are continuous, f minus g is also continuous. And if f and g are continuous, f into g is also continuous. Okay. F into g is also continuous. What happened, Shivani?
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay. Then a constant into f is also continuous, where c is any constant. And look at the next one. F by g is continuous. If f and g are continuous, f by g is continuous, provided the denominator is not equal to 0. When the denominator becomes 0, the value becomes infinity. It is not defined. So f and g are continuous means f by g is continuous at c, provided g of c is not equal to 0. Denominator is not equal to 0. So this condition, note it down. Provided g of c is not equal to 0. Again, the last one. if f and g are real valued functions such that f composition g, composition of functions. You have learned composition of functions in the first chapter. So if f and g are real valued functions such that f composition g is continuous. If f and g are continuous, then f composition g is also continuous. If f and g are continuous, f composition g is also continuous. Okay, so this is what we call it as algebra of continuous functions. This is called algebra of continuous functions. Okay, so whenever f is continuous and g is continuous, f plus g is continuous. When f is continuous, g is continuous, f minus g is continuous. Similarly, product of two continuous function is continuous. A constant multiplied by a continuous function is continuous. F by g is continuous. F by g is continuous provided g of c is not equal to 0. Similarly, g composition f is also continuous. Composition of functions is also continuous. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Hmm? Okay, using this, we will be solving the problems. We'll be solving the many problems based on this algebra and the previous results. Using the results and all, we solve the problem. Okay? Is it okay, children?
Ma'am,
Yes, Achyut. Yes, tell me, Achyut. Yes, Achyut. Okay. So whenever f and g are continuous, we have the using the algebra of functions, we can say f plus g is continuous, f minus g is continuous, f into g is continuous, and so on. Okay. Now the next set of problems we are going to solve is, write the question. Prove that, write the question. These are all 1 mark question, children. The question now we are going to discuss are all 1 mark question. One more questions, write the question. Show that sin x plus s, Achyut,
can you show the last slide again?
one second. Okay.
Ma'am, okay.
Okay. Now write the next question. Prove that sin x plus cos x is continuous. Sin x plus cos x is continuous. So for this 1 mark question and all, don't write steps and don't prove it. Okay, we can use the properties now what we wrote now. Using that properties we can prove. Okay, look at here. Sin x is a trigonometric function. Cos x is a trigonometric function. So what we can write? We can say that we know that every trigonometric function is continuous, isn't it? We know that every trigonometric function is continuous in its domain. Therefore, we get sin x as well as cos x are continuous. These two functions will be continuous. Again, we can use the algebra of functions, continuous functions. If f is continuous, g is continuous, what we know? F plus g is continuous, isn't it? Now sin x is continuous, cos x is continuous. Therefore, sin x plus cos x is also continuous. Okay, by algebra of functions, we can say sin x plus cos x is also continuous. Okay. Okay, children. Is it okay? This is how we can prove. Similarly, you may be asked to prove sin x minus cos x, sin x into cos x. Okay. So you can write that every trigonometric function is continuous, and by using algebra of continuous functions, the sin x plus cos x is continuous, sin x minus cos x is continuous, and so on. Like that we can prove. Children, please switch on your video. Turn on your video. Atul, Srihari, Nia, Tania, Naurin, Alvin and Nia. Tania, Naurin, Nia. Write the next one. Write the next question. Find all points of discontinuity. Okay, in your textbook, 23rd question. 23rd question. Find all points of discontinuity. Find all points of discontinuity of f. Find all points of discontinuity of f where f of x is equal to sin x by x if x is less than 0 and x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Find all points of discontinuity. We want to find all the points of discontinuity. At which all the points the function is discontinuous. Okay, so keep your pens straight. Listen, all of you. Listen. Here we have the function sin x by x when x is less than 0, isn't it? For less than 0, the function is defined as sin x by x. And for greater than or equal to 0, it is defined as x plus 1. Okay. So for all the values less than 0, the function is sin x by x. And for greater than or equal to 0, it is defined as x plus 1. So the function is changing at the point at 0. So there is a chance of discontinuity only at the point 0. Is it clear? It will be continuous at all the other points. The chance of discontinuity may happen only at the point 0. So we want to find the limit at the point 0. Is it clear? For this function, if you take the point x is equal to 1, will it be continuous or discontinuous? When x is equal to 1, is it continuous or discontinuous? For x is equal to 1, what is the function? When x is 1, what is
plus
the
1.
function? It will x plus 1. It is a polynomial. Is that no? It is continuous. Suppose I take x is minus 3. What is the function?
Sine
When
of
x is minus 3,
minus
it is sine x by x, isn't it? Negative. For a negative value, it is sine x by x. Sine x is continuous. X is also continuous. We know that every rational function is continuous. So it will be continuous. So the chance of discontinuity is what? Only at x is equal to 0. Is it okay, children? Are you able to get my point? Why I am saying the discontinuity may occur at 0? Is it okay, Gauri? Krishna Chandran? At the point 0 only, the function is changing. Less than 0, one function is there. Greater than 0, another function is there. So the discontinuity may come only at the function, because at that point only the function is changing. So at 0, I'm going to find out the left limit and right limit. So I'm going to select the function x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, you find out what is the left hand limit. What is left hand limit? Limit x tending to 0 minus of f of x less than 0. For less than 0, what is the function? Is sine x by x. So when you put x is 0, it is, what is the limit value here? What is the limit value? Limit x tending to 0, sine x by x is? What is the value? Ashwin? Limit x tending to 0, sine x by x is? Limit x tending to 0, sine x by x is?
Sine
Last year,
0 by x.
sine 0. In the place of x, when you put 0, both the numerator and denominator should substitute, isn't it? That will become 0 by 0, not defined. Is it correct?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
any? Huh?
0 by 0 not defined.
Not defined. So no limits. Is it like that? What is the answer?
1.
Huh? Yes, Punya. 1. Why? Why it is 1? Very good. Why it is 1, Punya?
Formula.
One formula is there. Last year itself, we have learned one formula. Limit theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta is 1. Is that no? What is the limit? What is the property we have learned? Formula we have learned last year. Limit theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta is 1. Theta tending to 0, sine theta by theta is 1. So when you apply that one, here what you will get? It is 1. Now find out right hand limit. So the right hand limit is limit x tending to 0 plus of f of x greater than 0. For greater than 0, what is the function? It is x plus 1. Again, when you take the limit, it is 1. So left hand limit is equal to, right hand limit is equal to, find out what is f of 1. That is also 0, isn't it? Equal to, sorry, f of 0. F of 0 is 1. When x is 0, we have the function 0 plus 1. So it is 1. So we have left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to value at the function. Therefore, f is continuous. Therefore, f is continuous. F is continuous at x is equal to 0. F is continuous at x is equal to 0. Therefore, there is no point of discontinuity. Okay. Therefore, no point of discontinuous. It is continuous at all the points. Okay. Is it okay, children? Any doubt in this question? Okay. Is it okay? Any doubt? Any doubt in this question? Is it clear? Aryan, Atul, Michael? Okay. Now write the next one. The next model is very important. It's a very important 2-mark question or important 3-mark question. Important 2-mark question or 3-mark question. Write the question. Find k if f of x is equal to. Find k if f of x is equal to kx square if x is less than or equal to 2. Kx square if x is less than or equal to 2. 3 if x is greater than 2. Find k if f of x is equal to kx square if x is less than or equal to 2. 3 if x is greater than 2 is continuous. Is continuous at x is equal to 2. If this is continuous at x is equal to 2. F of x is equal to kx square if x is less than or equal to 2. 3 if x is greater than 2 is continuous at x is equal to 2. If this is continuous at x is equal to 2. Okay. So what is the difference between the previous questions and this question? What about the difference between the previous question and this question? Yes. Srihari.
It is said to last question was 0.
The last question and all. We have to show it is continuous or we have to check whether it is continuous or not. But what about in this question? It is given as continuous, isn't it? It is given, it is continuous. We want to find the value of unknown k there. The previous question and all, we want to check. We have to check whether the function is continuous at the specified point. Here, it is given, it is continuous. We want to find the unknown there. Okay. And this model is important. Okay. So this is the function given. And what is given? F is continuous. Given f is continuous. So it will be continuous at 2 also. It will be continuous at the point 2. So therefore, we can say f is continuous at x is equal to 2. It will be continuous at x is equal to 2. So we can say left hand limit at x is equal to 2 will be same as right hand limit at x is equal to 2 will be same as f of 2. If left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to f of 2. Okay, it is given, it is continuous at 2. If it is continuous, left hand limit will be same as right hand limit will be same as f of 2. So find out what is the left hand limit at x is equal to 2. Left hand limit. Left hand limit means less than 2, isn't it? Limit extending to 2 minus of f of x will be same as limit extending to 2 plus of f of x will be same as f of 2. Limit extending to 2 minus of f of x is equal to limit extending to 2 plus of f of x is equal to f of 2. Now look at the limit extending to 2 minus. For less than 2, what is the function? Mohammed Adim? When x tends to 2 minus. 2 minus means less than 2. What is the function?
Ma'am, can I say once more?
Okay, limit extending to 2 minus of f of x. We want to find limit extending to 2 minus of f of x. My question is, identify the function here. What is the function? Which function we should write there? Less than 2. 2 minus means less than 2. So what is the function we want to write? Michael. Muhammad Adim is there? Adim?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me,
Ma'am,
Adim.
I don't know, ma'am.
For less than 2, what is the function? Look at the given function. For less than 2, what is the function defined? Read the function first. First of all, read the function. Yes, Adim, read the function. Yes, Muhammad Adim. Michael, what is the function there? What is f of x?
Kx squared.
Kx squared. Very good. Okay, we'll be writing kx square. For less than 2, what is the function there? Kx square. So limit extending to 2, kx square equal to limit extending to 2 plus greater than 2. For greater than 2, what is the function, Shivani? For greater than 2,
3.
3. Good, which is equal to f of 2. When x is equal to 2, it is kx squared. So k into 2 square, isn't it? F of 2, when it is 2, the function is kx square. Emmanuel, is it okay, Emmanuel?
Yes, ma'am.
So now find the limit. So k into, in the place of x, we will put 2 square is equal to, here, if x is there, we should put 2. Here no x value, so it will be 3, which is equal to, here also it is 4k. So we get 4k is equal to 3. Therefore, what is k? 3 by 4. Therefore, the value of k is 3 by 4. The value of k is 3 by 4. Okay. Gayatri, is it okay?
Yes,
Hmm? Ashwin,
Ma'am.
any doubt in this question? Is it okay? Any doubt? Okay. Now write the next one. Next one. If f of x is equal to, if f of x is equal to kx plus 1, if x is less than or equal to pi, and cos x if x is greater than pi. If f of x is equal to kx plus 1, if x is less than or equal to pi, cos x, x greater than pi, is continuous, if continuous at x is equal to pi, continuous at x is equal to pi, find K. Find K. If f of x is equal to kx plus 1, or x is less than or equal to pi, cos x, if x is greater than pi, is continuous at x is equal to pi, find K. You have to find K. This given, it is continuous at x is equal to pi, isn't it? So how will you prove this? Can you give the steps, Dia?
F is continuous at x is equal to pi.
Okay. Therefore,
LHL at x equal to pi
hmm,
is equal to RHL at x equal to pi
hmm,
to
yes,
F x
is
equal
equal
to
to f of pi. LHL is equal to RHL is equal to f of pi. What is LHL? Limit x tending to, we denote this as pi minus of f of x less than pi is equal to, RHL means limit x tending to pi plus of f of x is equal to f of pi. Now, Rijas, give the next step, Rijas.
RHL is equal to
Ah,
l- limit extend to pi plus
hmm,
f of x is equal to limit extends to pi
hmm, hmm,
cos x
hmm.
is equal to
Okay.
cos pi.
Equal to cos pi. Okay, this is cos pi. We are getting RHL as cos pi. Similarly, you have to find LHL, isn't it? Limit extending to pi minus less than pi. Less than pi, what is the function? Kx plus 1. So when you put x is pi, you will get k pi plus 1 is equal to cos pi. What is the value of cos pi? What is the value of cos pi? What is the value of cos pi? Cos pi is minus 1. Cos pi is minus 1. What about cos 2 pi, Atul? What about cos 2 pi, Atul?
0.
No. No. Note it, children. Note this. Cos pi is minus 1. Cos 2 pi, 4 pi, all the even multiples of pi is 1. And odd multiples of cos pi, cos 3 pi, 5 pi, everything will be minus 1. All the odd multiples of pi will be minus 1 and the even multiples will be 1. But for sine, all the multiples of pi, sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, everything will be 0. Okay, for sine, all the multiples of pi will be 0. So here, this minus 1. So we get k pi plus 1 is minus 1. So we get k pi is equal to minus 2. Therefore, what's the value of k? Minus 2 by pi. K is minus 2 by pi. K is minus 2 by pi. Is it okay? Okay. Okay, children. Is it okay, Krishna Chandran? So the
Yes,
next, the next one is again a very important question. It's very important at the same time a different question from the textbook. Okay, it's an important, mark it as a very different question. Your textbook number 26, question number 26. Mark it in your textbook. 26th question. It's again a very important question. At the same time, a different question. Aryan, read the question, Aryan.
F of x equal to k cos x
Hmm.
by pi minus 2x if
Hmm.
x is not equal to pi by 2,
Hmm.
and 3 if x is not x is equal to pi by 2
So
at
f of
x is equal to pi by 2.
at x is equal to pi by 2. So given f of x is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. This is given. We want to find k. We want to find k. So here, instead of giving less than, greater than, the function is given as not equal to and equal to. It is given equal to and not equal to. So instead of taking left hand limit, right hand limit, what I'm going to do is we are going to, okay, it is given, it is continuous. So limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x will be same as f of pi by 2. It is continuous. So continuous, initially we are learning the definition like this, isn't it? Limit extending to a of f of x is equal to f of a. And this one, we are splitting it further as left hand limits and right hand limits. Whenever the function is splitted as less than and greater than. Here, it is given k cos x by pi minus 2x when x is not equal to pi by 2. When x is not equal to pi by 2, this is the function. And when x is pi by 2, it is 3. So it is not splitted as less than, greater than. So what we can do? We are taking the definition, the first definition of continuity. Limit extending to a of f of x is equal to f of a. Here f is continuous at pi by 2. So instead of a, we are writing pi by 2. So that is limit extending to pi by 2 of f of x. What is f of x here? K cos x by pi minus 2x is equal to f of pi by 2. When x is pi by 2, what is the function defined here? 3. K cos x by pi minus 2x is equal to 3. Now we want to find the limits. How to find the limits? Usually limit means what you will do? We will substitute this for x. We will substitute this for x. When you substitute this for x, look at here. What happens to the denominator? What is the value you are getting in the denominator, Nandana?
0.
0. When the denominator becomes 0, what about the limits? What about the limits? It is not defined, isn't it? Then how to find the limits? How to find? Okay, this one, we have learned one formula last year. Okay, one more period we have, next period. Okay, so that time we'll be continuing with this question. Before that, just try to recall the formula. Next period, we'll be completing this question, recall the formula and come. Okay, children, I end the session now. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.